Hey, what's up, everybody? All right, so let's get into it. Let's talk more about how I can make more money as a model. All right, so we were talking earlier about adding value and things like that. Just want to deep dive into it more. Again, like if you haven't seen none of my podcast videos, feel free to go do it. Check it out. We're gonna be dropping some more videos coming up soon. If you have any questions and things like that, I'm putting a link in the bio where you could be just sending your questions and messages too. So just stay tuned for that. All right, so yeah, let's get into it. All right, so pretty much with modeling, it's really simple. All right, I'm gonna break it down really simple for y'all. All right, so when you're a model, the first thing you want to do is you gotta build you what's called a clientele list. All right, it's pretty much just like any other business. All right, you gotta build you up a clientele list, and that clientele list will consist mainly of designers, but you also have some photographers in there. You can have some show producers in there as well. But how you go about building up this portfolio is you want to work with at least 10 designers and at least 10 photographers. And to be honest with you, you want to just do this free of charge just so you could just really start that snowball effect and really just get into effect. You want to just because the whole thing with it is that this more so for people who just starting out with modeling. When you just starting out modeling, you have like a real small window where it's like you that fresh face on the market, and people's going to be like really like, oh, excited about you and stuff like that, because it's like, oh, you're the fresh face on the market, you know what I mean? So, and that's if you're doing yourself right. But if you, like I said, building that snowball effect, and how you go about doing that is if you work with at least 10 designers, 10 photographers, they're going to build the snowball effect for you by posting you on this page, and then it's going to make other photographers and other designers say, hey, I want to work with that kid, I want to work with them. So it's really that simple. You just got to actually do it, like and even if right now it's the summertime, it's a bunch of fashion shows going on. Whenever you at these fashion shows, you want to just be, like I said, it's so many people in this world, in this industry, in this world that's really trying to do it. So when you're building up your contact list, you don't need everybody. You don't need everybody. You just want to get people that you generally connect with and vibe with, and you feel like you'll be an asset to this team, and you just feel that energy, like you really like the way they're going with this brand. Like, don't be someone that's out here trying to just work with everybody, trying to fake it. Because like I said, producers and designers, they could sense it, because you meet so many models where it's like you can sense it with someone generally cares about your brand. First, just off bat, like if a model generally cares about your brand, they're gonna buy one of your pieces. You feel me? Second thing they're gonna do, if they like your brand but can't afford one of your pieces, they're gonna show you mad love. Like they're gonna show you mad love on social media. They're gonna be reposting like mad of the photos from the shoot and stuff like that. They're gonna be tagging you and stuff like that in posts. So it's a lot with it. But like designs, they know when someone generally care about this brand versus when someone just like trying to gas them up, because you meet so many models that's trying to just gas you up to be a part of your fashion show that you kind of just learn, okay, what's genuine and what's not. So like I said, when you're building your contact list up, you want to find at least 10 people this is when you're just starting out. You just want to find at least 10 people that you generally could build with, where it's like, okay, this is not just a one-off thing. We're going to really sit down, we're going to build, we're going to be setting up next shoot dates and things like that. We're going to be saying, okay, how can we upscale it? How can we take it to another level with things like that? So you want to be building with it. And when it comes to the photographers, like when you just starting out as a model, especially if you have time in your hands, you know what I mean? Like if you working, you should be working. If you work, you should only be working like a part-time job, But if you're not working, that's even more time in your hands. You should definitely be out there shooting like every day, shooting and getting that snowball effect into effect. All right, and the biggest thing with, like I said, if you really push, and by like the end of the summer, you should have like minimum at least 100 people in your contact list that you can really just keep that snowball effect going to keep you going through the winter, keep you afloat. That's pretty much the gist of it. Like it's really simple. I'm making more videos going into it, but it's really that simple. You feel me? And the biggest thing to make it more simple, like I said, it's 100 people in a room. You just need to find 10 that you generally connect with. You don't gotta make it hard and crazy on yourself. You just gotta find 10 people out of 100 people in a room that you generally connect with, and build with those people. That's going to draw in more people to you. All right. So start with that. Like I said, I'm gonna be dropping more videos, but just at least start with that. Get you going and stuff like that. And stay tuned, all right? Let's work, let's build, let's grow, all right?